Okay, hello Tianxi. I'll be your personal trainer for today.
Okay.
And we'll be doing some exercises. So the first exercise we'll be doing is the barbell back squat. And the barbell back squat is an exercise that targets your quads, your glutes, and your hamstrings. So the glutes are one of the largest muscle groups in the body, and so doing this exercise will help provide stability and support for you. Also because it works up the leg muscles, which helps support a lot of your weight. So by doing this and by working out these muscles, you will get a lot of added stability and support. Okay, so for this exercise, the equipment needed is only a barbell, weight plates, and the safety collar. Okay, so yes, and later during the exercise, there might be some physical contact involved if I need to spot you or correct your form. So do I have your consent to proceed?
Yes.
Okay, so now before we get into the exercise, we need to do some warm up. So let's do 1 minute of jump of star jumps.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so now I'll be showing you how to set up the equipment.
Okay.
So you just take the weight of your choice and you just put it on the barbell. And make sure to put on the safety collars so that the weight won't fall off when you're squatting. Now I'll be demonstrating to you how to do the exercise.
Okay.
So you first put the barbell on your traps. Make sure it's not on your neck because that can be quite dangerous. So your back is the one that should be supporting all the weight. So on your upper traps. Then make sure your feet are hip width apart. Okay. And then maintain a neutral spine. So then from here you go down. This is the starting phase. And you go down here by bending your knees and slightly flexing your hip. So then this is downward phase. Okay. Then you go back up by extending your hip and extending your knee also. Okay. So I'll show you 2 more demonstrations. Okay. Make sure that you breathe normally throughout the entire exercise. You can also choose to breathe in when you're going down. So when you're going down, you breathe in, and then when you're going up, you breathe out. Okay. Some recommended alternatives for you if you find this too difficult is you can either reduce the weight, or if it's really too difficult, but I don't think it'll be for you because you're quite active. But if it's really too difficult, you can just do body weight squats. Okay. Later we'll be doing about sets of 12 reps for the weights. Yes. Okay, and just perform the full range of motion later. So this exercise should be done like about 3 times a week, so 3 days a week. And it's a high intensity exercise. It's a muscular strength exercise to strengthen the muscles that I mentioned just now. Okay, so before we start, I'll tell you about some common errors you should look out for when doing the barbell squat. So one of the common errors is they lift their butt up first, which will cause you to lose your balance because you'll kind of be leaning forward and the weight will be unevenly distributed.
Okay.
So that's one. The other one is when you're squatting, you lift your heel off the ground, which will also cause you to lose your balance because it's also causing firstly, you have less contact with the ground, so lesser base of support, and secondly, the weight will be leaning forward after that because you lift your heel off the ground. And yes. Okay, so now we will begin the exercise. We will be doing sets of 12 with a 3-minute rest interval in between. Okay. So when you're squatting, make sure you squat within the squat rack for safety purposes.
Okay.
And I'll just be spotting you from behind. Make sure to maintain a neutral spine.
Okay.
sure your butt doesn't come out first.
Okay. Oh.
Oh, careful. Okay, good job.
Clang.
Okay, so now we'll be moving on to the second exercise, which is the front plank.
Okay.
So the front plank is a full body isometric exercise that improves your balance and stability through working the core, strength and endurance. Okay, so it works primarily the front core, which is like, examples of front core is like the transverse abdominis, rectus abdominis, obliques, serratus anterior, and it also works like muscles like your glutes. There's also some secondary muscles that it works out, like muscles in your arms and legs. So no equipment is used in this exercise. We can just do it on the floor anywhere you want. So it's very convenient. Yeah. Okay, so now I'll be showing you how to do the front plank. So you want to lie down, face down on the floor,
Okay.
and put your forearms on the floor with your elbows stacked under your shoulders.
Okay.
Okay. Then you want to put your toes on the ground, so the balls of your feet and your toes.
Okay.
So these are the 4 points of contact. Your forearms on both arms and both feet with your toes. Then you want to keep your back straight, and you want to brace your core and squeeze your glutes. So I'll be holding this position for 10 seconds for you to watch.
Okay.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Yeah, so if you find this exercise too easy, you can add weight like a weighted vest. And if you find it too difficult, you can widen your legs. So you can do it like this instead, to have a wider base of support. Okay? Yes. So
Okay.
just remember, later when you're doing it, the very important thing to remember is to keep your back straight. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, so now I'll walk you through some of the common errors in the plank that I've seen. Some of the common errors is when they're doing the plank, they look up when you're supposed to actually just keep a straight back, so that's including neck as well. Okay. Then secondly, people sometimes have their butt too high up in the air, which will then shift the focus of the the muscle strain from the core to other muscles. So you don't want that. Okay. So now we'll be starting the actual exercise.
Okay.
So you can start the front plank. So we'll be doing 3 sets of 90-second hold. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, squeeze your glutes to bring your back up. Yep. Straight back. No. Look straight down. And to keep your back straight. No, your glutes are too high. Maintain a straight back. And time. Good job. You did very good. Okay, we'll have 3-minute rest and then we'll go for the next 2 sets.